there's a cat over there. Boom, cat video now. See, algorithm? Now you don't know what to do. This is a movie that was voted on by you guys using the community tab, so go ahead and make sure to check that out every so often, because I'll post a poll there if I can't decide on what movie to watch. So, this is Interstellar. I don't really know anything about this movie other than it's a Christopher Nolan movie. It has Matthew McConaughey. And it's about space travel or something. Like, they got to find a new world because Earth is dying. That's what I think. I don't really know. It's been a while since I saw the trailers.
I thought you were the ghost.
No such thing as ghosts, babe.
There's ghosts. I have a feeling this is going to be a movie that I really need to pay attention to. Because it's almost 3 hours, and I'm going to guess that a lot of it's dialogue, so try and figure some things out.
Just constant, just that steady blow of dirt.
This is interesting. This, I guess, documentary style they're doing this? Okay, so this is a world where a bunch of dust rolls in every now and again? Like a sandstorm?
Was your ghost?
I knocked it off my shelf. Keeps on knocking books off.
No such thing as ghost, dumbass.
See,
Hey.
the fact that they brought up ghosts twice in the first, 3 minutes means that there's gonna be real ghosts or something.
Oh, you be nice to that Miss Hanley. She's single.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Repopulating
Means get
the
it
Earth.
in.
Start pulling your weight, young man.
Oh. Oh, okay, so there is some catastrophic Earth event that's like the apocalypse.
Shut it!
What'd you do, Murph?
She didn't do nothing. Blew the tires off.
Murphy's Law.
Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. I think. I'm pretty sure. This is actually ironic because I just got a screw in my tire today and I had to repair it. Well, I didn't repair it. I paid someone to repair it, of course, I changed it at least. Yay. Men change tires.
Whoa! What about the flat tire?
Oh, I've done that before too.
Dad!
See, now that's Darwin's law. Or I guess Darwin effect. Darwinism. That's not Darwinism at all. God damn it. I'm trying to be smart. I'm not. Just cut that whole bit.
Either the sun cooked its brain or it was looking for something.
What?
A large flat blade. Maybe some kind of signal? I don't know.
I have so many questions.
Can't we just let it go? It wasn't hurting anybody.
It's not a bird. Or is it alive? Is it an actual AI that could be seen as a bird?
What's your waistline? Oh, what, 32? I'm about 33 inseam.
I'm not sure I see what you're getting at.
You're telling me it takes 2 numbers to measure your own ass, but only 1 to measure my son's future?
You're a well-educated man, Coop, and a trained pilot.
And an engineer.
Thanks for that backstory of his skill set.
It's an old federal textbook. We've replaced them with the corrected versions.
Corrected.
Explaining how the Apollo missions were fake to bankrupt the Soviet Union.
Huh? So is this a world that lives on conspiracies?
You don't believe we went to the moon?
I believe it was a brilliant piece of propaganda that the Soviets bankrupted themselves, pouring resources into rockets and other useless machines.
No, because they didn't get the funding after they launched Sputnik. They didn't increase their funding. Wrong, lady. You call yourself a teacher?
Murph got into a fistfight with several of her classmates over this Apollo nonsense.
Good. Murph's my new favorite character in this movie. Yeah, but the Soviets definitely wanted to beat the space race, but their budget didn't increase the way America's did after they launched Sputnik. It kind of just... They had to just work with what they had, work with the budget, and it just wasn't enough. That's how America was able to pull ahead because, they essentially had the backing of the people. After Kennedy's speech, here you go, blank check. Take us to the moon. After the Navy did it, and they messed it up, but that's a whole nother thing. So, the conspiracy that it, bankrupted the Soviet Union is bullshit. The ghost? So the ghost is real.
I've been working on it, like you said.
Is that the complete works of Sherlock Holmes?
In case the ghost is trying to communicate. I'm trying Morse. Dots and dashes used.
I know what Morse code is, Murph. I just don't think your book...
That is absolutely the complete works of Sherlock Holmes. Wait, no, it's not. Here, I'll show you. See? It looks like it, right? Even had the little gold pages, which is what made me think it was it. Maybe they'll show it later, but this is what I thought of when I saw it. Anyway. You're just now all seeing this?
You know what's even more amazing? None of us saw it until he pointed it out to us.
It's like an airflow? Huh, that's trippy.
It's not a ghost. It's gravity.
So gravity is distorted there, it's heavier?
It's not Morse, Murph. It's binary. Coordinates.
I would immediately question what the hell is going on more than where it's leading me, but... So we're about like 20 minutes into the movie now, and I don't really know what's going on exactly, but it's intriguing. And if it was like a J.J. Abrams movie, I would be like dismissive of it because he just likes to put the mystery boxes and not answer anything. But Nolan likes to answer those questions, so I'm curious where things go.
Didn't you bring the bolt cutters?
That's my girl.
Oh yeah, turn those lights back on though, it's dark. I had a feeling it was just too dark.
Don't be afraid.
I don't know why I laughed, it was just, don't be afraid.
You had the coordinates for this facility marked on your map. Where did you get those coordinates?
Where's my daughter?
Don't make me take you down again. Sit down.
The hell is that thing?
You still think you're a Marine, pal? Marines don't exist anymore.
Hey, I was a Marine once upon a time.
It's what the government could spare.
Anne Hathaway. I didn't know she was in this movie.
Hello, Cooper. Professor Bryant.
My cocaine. I know Lazarus is something else, you know, in like religion or mythology, but I always hear it and I think of Mass Effect.
Cooper, right now.
It was gravity.
I haven't seen that movie. You were in Gravity. No, that was Sandra Bullock. Never mind.
We're NASA.
Same NASA you flew for. When they realized that killing other people was not a long-term solution, then they needed us back in secret.
Maybe Thanos should have watched this movie then.
Like the potatoes in Ireland and the wheat in the Dust Bowl. The corn will die.
Oh, potatoes.
And your daughter's generation will be the last to survive on Earth. We're not meant to save the world.
Find a new one.
We're meant to leave it.
Yeah, okay. So it is, they have to find a new world. I imagine that would take decades, though.
Lazarus came back from the dead.
Sure, but he had to die in the first place.
Yeah, so did Commander Shepard.
We need a pilot, and this is the mission that you were trained for. They chose you.
Okay. Who's they?
The Ghost. Gravity, I guess, actually.
A disturbance of space-time.
Oh, I saw like a horror face. Wait. Maybe it's like a Rorschach test where I saw some faces in there.
Their mission was to assess their world, and if it showed potential, then they could send out a signal, bed down for the long nap, wait to be rescued.
But none of them ever contacted them again, right?
The transmission back through the wormhole is rudimentary. Simple binary pings on an annual basis give us some clue as to which worlds have potential.
Okay, so he said it sent binary signals back. So whatever is sending signals purposely did it to him with binary.
Plan B, population bomb. Within 30 years, we could have a colony of hundreds.
By the time you return, I will have solved the problem of gravity.
My movie sense tingling indicates that that's not going to happen.
Don't trust the right thing done for the wrong reason. The why of the thing, that's the foundation.
And the foundation's solid.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the reason he's going is to save humanity, essentially. Find a new home so that we can thrive. I think that's worth leaving.
Once you're a parent, you're the ghost of your children's future.
He said ghosts didn't exist.
Ghost. A lot of ghost talk. I guess they kind of already explained it. Gravity.
I can't be your ghost right now.
That's called foreshadowing.
I figured out the message. One word. Stay. It says stay, Dad.
I mean, by the time I get back, we might even be the same age. You and me. What? Imagine that.
That might not be the best way to say that.
You have no idea when you're coming back.
Yeah.
I love you. Forever. You hear me? I love you forever. And I'm coming back.
A lot of times in movies, like, they'll try and, like, force a connection with a parent or a child or, you know, a surrogate child. And it just doesn't feel natural, but you can really feel it here. A ghost again, just... Okay. Another ghost activity. A bye-bye. Christopher Nolan loves this shot. The camera attached to a vehicle. Once you notice it, you'll always see it in his films. He better come back. Jesus, there's a lot of emotion. There's another shot with that camera attached to a vehicle thing.
Everybody good? Plenty of slaves for my robot colony?
I gave him a humor setting so he'd fit in better with his unit.
So what, is he trying to be Edie? You can't be Edie, Tars.
What's your humor setting, Tars?
That's 100%.
Let's bring it on down to 75, please.
Tars is a discount Edie. Edie told better jokes, though.
You want me to go crawling through the ducts again?
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees. That is a joke.
Right.
X might...
I honestly love the silence of space. You don't normally get that. I might love it even more if even the soundtrack cut out when it showed space shots. Like complete silence. I hope they fly by the moon and see like the landing. And then he just flips off the earth to that teacher. Oh, it's a conspiracy.
We've calculated 2 years to Saturn.
Look after my family, will you please, sir?
We'll be waiting for you when you get back.
And take that truck back.
Edge of what might sustain human life.
Is this like cryo sleep for them? Or is this a bath in space? Space bath.
Dr. Brand and Edmonds. They close?
I wouldn't know.
Is it 90% wouldn't know or 10% wouldn't know?
I also have a discretion setting, Cooper.
Oh, they brought the truck back?
He wanted me to bring it for your brother.
Alright. I never really thought about it, but the fact that Saturn has a ring like that, it's actually pretty trippy. Because it's just rocks in that ring, isn't it? I mean, other metals, is it gas? I don't know what the ring is made of. I don't know. But how does it even have a ring? These are questions I've never asked myself.
We're explorers, right? This is our boat.
He's like the male version of Moana. I guess that makes sense. Like, you would, for that long in space, you would forget, like, what all that stuff kind of sounds like. Grasshoppers, rain, thunder, nature. Might feel nice to hear it all again.
The illustrations. I'll show you how it works.
Oh, they're going to do the whole, like, you got
Whole bend space
yeah,
like this.
they're going to do that thing from Thor and Stranger Things. But the most recent thing was the new Thor movie. And I said I didn't see Interstellar in that movie, and people were like, you need to see it. So, here we are.
Now the others made it, right? At least some of them.
You tell me this now? God, that is so trippy. Because it looks like space is curved. Jesus. The visuals in this movie alone are very trippy. Whoa.
Don't!
Whoa. Oh my God. I'm distorting space-time.
What was that?
First handshake.
Gargantua. It's what we're calling them, the black hole. Miller's and Dr. Mann's planets both orbit it.
Landing there takes us dangerously close, and a black hole that big has a huge gravitational pull. Every hour we spend on that planet will be 7 years back on Earth.
Jesus.
Plan A does not work if the people on Earth are dead by the time we pull it off.
That's why there's a plan B.
Ooh. Villain in the making.
The Ranger down, we get Miller, we get her samples, we come back, we analyze, we debrief, we're in, we're out, we lose a little fuel, but we save a whole lot of time.
Yeah, that would still be months. Even if you were down there for like 10 minutes, it'd still be months. It's like the hyperbolic time chamber. Oh! Dragon Ball Z! Hey! Everything comes full circle.
Goodbye, Ranger.
Yeah, you won't be able to talk to them. You won't hear from them for months. Maybe a year or two? Like, they're down there for 30 minutes. That's 3.5 years still. God, he'll be up there for years alone with just that other AI machine. Ugh. Well, he'd probably go into sleep mode as well.
Save some fuel.
Air brake.
I want to get down fast, don't we?
Yeah, I know I'd be paranoid about time right now. Just like every second counts, literally. Oh, it's not deep water. Okay.
Go, go, go. 7 years per hour here. Let's make it count.
God, how much is a second then? 3.5 hours, 30 minutes. Cut that in half. That's 1 year. And what? 75% of the year. That's 9 months for every 15 minutes. Cut that in half. That's 9 months for every 7.5 minutes. So cut that in half. 3 months for every 2 minutes, give or take. Jesus. Yeah, so a minute is like 2 months. 2 to 3 months. God, imagine how much a second would be. A day? A week? No, it wouldn't be a week. Probably about half a day. A second, a half a day, probably. Well, shit. Oh, you're gonna waste all this time and she's not even here.
Those aren't mountains.
That's a wave.
They're waves.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. Oh, fuck.
Go get her.
Oh, is he fast? Ooh, look at that thing.
Go, go, go.
It's like a rolling asterisk. Oh, it's so fast. But they didn't even get the recorder, though. I want to know what happened. Did she just crash? Okay, so the other guy didn't make it then. Oh, shit. Well, that's what happens when you stand out there and just stare at it, man. You gotta move your ass in those situations. When literal seconds are passing and it's just days and weeks and months are going by like that.
Hey, what's the problem? Too waterlogged. Let it drain. God damn it! The stuff of life, huh? What's this gonna cost us, Brand?
A lot. Decades.
Jesus.
How's the wreckage stay together after all these years, huh?
Gravity?
Because of the time slippage. On this planet's time, she just landed hours ago. She probably just died minutes ago.
Yeah, because I was wondering about that. Because like, if she landed here and was sending signals, then it'd be all kinds of... I'm not smart enough to explain my thought process because I'm kind of stupid.
I'm counting every minute, same as you, Cooper.
I mean, yeah, her dad would probably be dead by the time they get back now because he was Michael Caine old.
The only thing that can move across dimensions like time is gravity.
Maybe that's what causes the anomaly is backwards gravity.
They communicate through gravity, right?
Yeah, the people that did this. That's how they could lead him to where they needed to go. Wait, why would they even send it back in time? Their now would be the same as our now, right? I don't know. I don't even know what to think right now, honestly. I'm trying to come up with theories and solutions in my head for this stuff. But it's too smart for me. I have to admit it. Oh, and this guy, he's been alone for years.
I've waited years.
Yeah.
How many years?
8, 9, 10.
It's 23 years, 4 months, 8 days.
Oh. Shit. 23 years.
Hey, Dad. Checking in.
He's gonna watch his kids grow up through messages.
Name's Lois. They're right there.
See, if you cry, I'm gonna cry.
Your grandpa.
Oh. He had a kid.
These messages are just drifting out there in the darkness.
God, it's gotta be gutting.
Today's my birthday. You once told me that when you came back, we might be the same age. And today I'm the age you were when you left.
Jesus.
This might be a real good time for you to come back.
Oh, we're seeing what she's been up to then. Okay, good, because that was about to get me. That was about to really, really get me.
I'm afraid of time.
Very true. Time is a bitch. It's the most valuable resource. Time is, the most valuable resource in the world. Because you can never get any more of it.
We no longer have the fuel to visit both prospects, so we have to choose.
Love isn't something we invented. It's
A chemical reaction.
love is the one thing we're capable of perceiving that transcends dimensions of time and space. Maybe we should trust that, even if we can't understand it yet.
Hey guys, editor here. If they did do the love route, humanity on Earth would have been doomed. Because if they went to Edmund's planet instead of man's, they would have found a more stable world and have had the fuel to get back to Earth. Meaning they never would have gone through the black hole. Thus Cooper wouldn't have been able to send a message to Merv that solved the gravity solution and saved humanity. Moral of the story is, love sucks.
But Plan A, the equation.
It was always going to be plan B then, I guess. Do you think they dream when they're in that? That's like a deprivation tank type situation. What? What? Matt Damon? How did I not know Matt Damon was in this movie?
Pray you never learn just how good it can be to see another face.
I keep thinking of the movie The Martian. I love that movie. Wow.
My supplies were completely exhausted.
You had to make potatoes in your own shit?
Our world is cold, stark.
Might not be easy to grow stuff there then.
You left me here to die.
He wouldn't leave you.
I have to know.
You should know, but I guess after decades it would just be... a little bit of doubt would just come in.
Well, he never even hoped to get people off the Earth.
No.
Jesus.
Equation couldn't reconcile relativity with quantum mechanics. You need more. You need to see into a black hole. I'm sorry, Cooper. Their case is hopeless.
Jesus. I can kind of see both sides. Like, it's really messed up and I'd be pissed. But if there's no other options...
I was never scared of it.
The ghost is the key.
I called it a ghost because it felt like a person.
Okay. Could it be actual aliens?
A mission such as ours could certainly use an extra engineer.
What the fuck?
You better slow down, Turbo.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is that? Is that an alien? And it was just...
Once we set up base camp, secure those modules, my work's done here. I'm going home.
Alright, cool. What? Matt Damon's evil?
The day that I arrived here, this place had nothing.
God, he's lost it. But they're here now. You can just like leave with them. But then humanity is doomed.
Dad didn't even try! Dad just abandoned us!
She's been holding on to resentment on the wrong things. I'll be honest, I don't really understand her resentment towards her father. I mean, she doesn't know that he knew, but they had such a good relationship for her to immediately think like, oh, he's just abandoning us to die and he's leaving me behind and everything out of spite and out of, instead of out of necessity. It's, I don't know. Kids rationalize things weird, and I guess they just hold on to that resentment as they grow. Why is she burning their crops so that they have to leave? Because right now it just seems like a dick move. Well, no, because forcing them to leave so they save their life because they're really screwed, and her brother's being stubborn. Like he doesn't know that this is killing his family.
Man, was lying.
Can people stop lying about the salvation of humanity, please? Uh-oh.
Please don't make
Oh, shit. So, the other robot was set to explode if a human came in contact? Matt Damon, what's wrong with you, bro? I don't know where we're gonna go from here. Like, how are we gonna... What's he doing now?
The autopilot does.
Not since TARS disabled it.
Nice. What's your trust setting, TARS?
Lower than yours, apparently.
Eh. Oh yeah, I never brought up. Yeah, that's why she's burning his crap, to get him out of the house so that she can investigate. This is gonna be bad, isn't it?
This is about all mankind. There is a moment.
Jesus Christ, that like sent a shockwave through my body. I wasn't expecting that. I got like shivers like in my arms. Okay, so Matt Damon's plan was to strand them there because there was only enough fuel for one more world. And he knew that he wanted to go home. So I was thinking, why couldn't he just be like, hey, this world's a bust, let's go to the next one, as a team and get everything in there. But I'm guessing that's why he did that, because he knew that he would just take them home with the remaining fuel and the mission would be, screwed.
Analyze the Endurance's spin.
Cooper, what are you doing?
Docking.
Well, that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
We're heading into Gargantua's pool.
Oh, well, goddamn. Murphy's Law, I guess. I mean, I cannot predict how this movie's gonna go anymore. I don't think I was able to predict it at all anyway. I don't know if I got anything right. Probably not.
I'm gonna take us just inside the critical orbit.
What about the time slippage?
Neither one of us have time to worry about relativity right now, Dr. Brand.
Yeah, so he's accepted that he can't really ever get back and see his kids again.
He's a robot. See, I don't have to ask him to do anything.
Cooper, you asshole.
Sorry, you broke up a little bit there.
I just remembered there were like old people at the start of the movie giving like a documentary. We haven't seen any more of that throughout the rest of the movie, so it's just weird. They had like 3 or 4 of those talking heads and they just never went back to them. Maybe they will at the end of the movie.
Do that.
What the hell? He just ejected to a black hole. Oh, God. I just got like shivers on my back. What the hell is going on now? What does it remind me of? Some kind of machinery, or not machinery, like threads, not like knitting type thing. I don't know. There's like a bunch of thread all lined up and stuff. Oh my, he's the ghost. He said earlier in the movie, I cannot be your ghost right now. But we already know it doesn't matter.
No!
So it's like a different places in time behind her bookshelf? But why her bookshelf? Is it because since he's there, his consciousness is connecting it?
Don't go. Don't go, you idiot. Don't go!
Oh, yeah, and he left there was another message she said, like, said stay.
Yes.
Yeah, stay. Wait, that was Arthur Conan Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle. So it might have been the complete works of William Shakespeare. Not William Shakespeare, Sherlock Holmes. Arthur Conan Doyle wrote the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. If for those who don't know, one of the books was written by him. So I went on a tangent. I should be really paying attention. It's just, I was right, kind of, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but it doesn't work because you said stay the first time, but it's a self-fulfilling prophecy essentially. Wait, but he also leaves coordinates, right? Wouldn't that be him that left coordinates? Just don't leave the coordinates and you won't go, right? Yes, right there. Arthur Conan Doyle. Sorry, last time.
No!
Yeah. God, it's so fucked. Oh, this poor guy. God damn. Getting a bit teary-eyed. That's just, save him. She could save him. Maybe he can find her in this time. I guess time would be relative for him. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know.
We brought ourselves.
So, not aliens? Or yes, aliens?
I thought they chose me.
You chose yourself.
They didn't choose me, they chose her.
Oh. Okay, so there is still a they. Or are you the they?
They can't communicate. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
We code the data into the movement of the second hand.
Oh. It broke on that and the seconds are constantly doing that. Yeah, okay. It's doing Morse code. I thought it was just broken. How do you know where it starts and where it ends, though? That would kind of drive me crazy. Like, did I get it all? Do I still need to keep going? Jesus, that's trippy. That's too trippy.
What happens now?
I don't know. But what's going to happen to him? I can't imagine he could just get out of this. Huh? Oh, okay. I guess I was wrong. What the fuck?
Cooper Station.
Well, nice you to name it after me.
It's named after your daughter.
It's a bit of a dick thing for that nurse to do. Be like, laugh at him. Come on, she doesn't know shit. Don't be a dick. Yeah, get out, nurse. You just pissed me off. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, it's his name and stuff. I mean, I understand because to them, it would be obvious that Cooper Station would be named after the woman that probably saved humanity. But, you know, I probably would have figured that if my daughter was running things, she might name something after me as well. That's maybe what he thought.
Everybody else back then.
Oh, okay.
It just wasn't enough.
So all the old people were the people we knew. Oh, but what happened to Anne Hathaway in Case?
Auto self-destruct, T minus 10, 9.
Let's make that 60%.
You told him I like farming.
No parent should have to watch their own child die. You go.
What do you do?
Brand. She's out there.
Ah. Gotta find her. Ah. That's where it ends? I mean, I know it's been going for almost 3 hours at this point, but I kind of want like an extra 10 minutes. I don't know why I never watched Interstellar. I guess it was just more of like, oh, it's a movie that's coming out. I don't know. I guess it was just more of, it's one of those, I never really watched Inception either. I mean, I've seen all kinds of bits and pieces of it, It's on TV. I know the main plot of it, so that wouldn't be a good reaction because I know how it ends. I know the big reveals for the most part, so I'm not going to do that. But I didn't really know anything about this. Because I think if anyone tried to explain it to me, I would have probably been like, And I still have so many questions. Like, I want to know what happens next. It's a movie that made you think, at least. And I can really appreciate that. It had questions, and it gave you answers. But then it gave you more questions, and it gave you more answers. But now I'm just wondering. Because if it was him that started the whole gravity thing in her room, there was no theys out there, right? If it was him, then there had to have been an inciting incident that led him to that. Like it's that paradox thing of where there has to be an original timeline where that didn't happen. So I don't know. Time travel's all kinds of iffy, to be honest. But maybe there is a they. I mean, he said like, oh, it was us. We did this. It's connected to my daughter and stuff like that. But maybe there is a they, because I thought for sure that he was going to be like the wormhole. Like that was going to come back into it. Because when I remembered seeing a face in there, like there was something that looked like a face. And I thought that was going to be him when he was in that whole, like the flash of light. Like he was going to become the wormhole that would be put near Saturn that they could go through or something. I don't know. I was just pinballing things around at that point, trying to be clever, I guess. Cat's awake. Cat's awake. Now the dog's awake. This is going to be one of those movies I'm going to have to watch again. I mean, he was her ghost. And like I said in the reaction, he said, I can't be your ghost right now. So that means, it's one of those foreshadowing moments, I guess. In the edit, there'll probably be that's called foreshadowing bit. So did they fix the problem on Earth? I don't think so. But I don't know. If there was that kind of stuff, then it probably went over my head, or they explained it once and I just was, spieling on. So it's something I had to rewatch at some point. And I did figure out why Matt Damon was tried to kill him. It was because he was gonna take the ship and the Endurance and go somewhere else because they only had enough fuel for that. So if he did that, then he wouldn't be able to get to the other planet and actually do Plan B. So yeah, that makes sense. It's just in the moment I was just like, I thought he wanted to go as well, but no, he just wanted to continue the mission. So yeah. But ultimately, this is definitely one of those movies I need to go back and rewatch with having the knowledge of what happens. Because I have a feeling like this is a movie that benefits from a second rewatch once you can spot all the things. And I really love those movies when it's that clever throughout. Even if the time travel stuff is, I mean, I'm sure if you really break it down, it probably has some holes, like time travel always does, because it's time travel. It doesn't make sense to us. It really can't make sense. But hey, it's black holes, it's science, it's space, it's stuff that goes over my head because I'm an idiot. I mean, I wore a Dragon Ball Z shirt to this reaction. What do you expect from me? Intelligence? Well, my brain is a little fried, so that was it for this reaction, I guess. What did you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments. Next week, I'll probably just do a nice, fun, lighthearted movie, like Free Guy. Free Guy was doing really well, so I'll do that. And then the final 2 weeks of October will be horror themed. So if you're looking forward to that, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss those. And make sure to like the video and blah, 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 all that other stuff. Really helps me out. That's it. shit.